Thanks for joining Wandering Wino. I'm Sean Burgett, and we're in Los Olivos today with Andrew Murray. Thanks so much for joining us, Andrew.
Thanks for coming out.
Appreciate it. I've noticed on your wines is these screw tops.
Yeah.
Seems to be a big topic of conversation.
The screw tops, so for me, it's not having a bad experience with cork per se. It was more about, again, just this UC Davis background that taught me it was a superior closure. And then we said, you know what, let's be bold. And we were sort of copying Plump Jack at that time, to be honest. So it wasn't that bold. But we said, I'm gonna put my Reserve Syrah, my most expensive, precious wine, in screw top as well. We did 50-50. And we made people basically buy a little bit of both, because what we found out is when presented or confronted with the opportunity to buy cork or screw, people go do what's comfortable. We like the results, we like the feedback. We definitely had some people that were really grouchy with us saying, you know, I don't think you should do that. And I'm like, hey, we think it's a superior closure. We think it allows us to deliver the wine the way I intended it, the way it's supposed to taste, without any taint. And you know, at that time there wasn't as much research out as there is now about how effective they are. And so what I'd love to sort of share with you is the liner that we use. It's called Sarin X. There's Sarin Tin too, which is the more metallic looking one that's in there. And so we use the white one. This closure keeps the wine in very well, but it allows oxygen through. And I get it, you know, I mean, I buy a ton of wine with cork, so it's not like I'm a geek about it that way. You know, I just like wine, so however it comes to me, you know, if I like it, I like it. I don't get caught up in how it's closed. But for us to deliver our wines to our customers, knowing what I know about corks, that there's a chance that they can ruin wine, that they can leak, that they can, you know, create a taint, a taste in wine that's an off flavor, for me it's sort of a no-brainer. So again, challenging our customers, you know, pushing the ball forward a little bit, being a little bit of a maverick, as Food and Wine magazine called me at that time. We just decided to jump in after those tests and did everything. We didn't really go there finally, get every last wine in until 2006 vintage. And I'm happy to say, you know, we had an open house over the weekend and we opened up a bunch of our wines from 06 to 09. And, you know, it's not like it's that many years, but they're showing bottle age. The way they design the screw top, that Sarin X liner, is that it mimics what they consider a perfect cork. Some people are just completely opposed to it, and you get a lot of like, I don't mind drinking it at home, but you know, I'll never bring it as a hostess gift because, you know, so it's sort of like, there's sort of become people's dirty secret, you know, it's like, oh, I love screw tops, but I don't feel comfortable bringing it as a hostess gift to a party. If I think there's a decent box wine or a wine in a pouch that's starting to become popularized, or an aluminum can, I'll bring those to parties, and people say, oh, the wine guy's bringing this, you know. What a, you know, he must be a moron, you know, but I'll try it. And try to challenge people to say, you know what, it's less about the method of delivery, it's more about what does it taste like. Trust what you like, drink what you like, you know, don't be bombasted by everyone else out there who has an agenda. Give screw tops a chance, you know, it doesn't mean they're cheaper. We said, you know, let's be bold, everything's going. We bought our own machine so that we could bottle ourselves. It was a huge investment. That's the other misconception. Corks are cost more than screw tops. They do, but when you add $250,000 bottling line to your investment, your capital, because you want to, you know, control the screw topping of your own wine, I'll never save money using a screw top. So it wasn't done to save money. There are some people that are traditionalists, and I get that, and I'm a traditionalist. You know, I love to open an old Bordeaux or an old bottle of Rhone wine, but I'd love to open up an old bottle of those wines under corkscrew too. Again, I like wine, so I don't get feisty about how it's delivered to me. But when it's corked, when it's bad because of how it was closed, that bothers me. That really bothers me. It'd be fun to do something a little wacky, you know, to do something that challenges people even more than screw tops do. Challenges people, you know, even more than, you know, being just the geeky little Rhone variety. And I really love alternative packaging. I love the concept of wine being, you know, delivered to people as fresh as possible. And you're seeing it today, and it's not even that wacky. You're seeing wines in one-way kegs, which are like the old Coors party balls. Clearly not for home consumption, those are pretty big, but for restaurants, there's a green factor in that. I think there's still room to do better wine in a box. I think a box concept is really cool, super green, especially for wine that's meant to be consumed right away. These are ways that other wineries and wine regions around the world are delivering wine, and it's sort of taking itself a little less serious and making it even more accessible for people. And you know, who knows if I'll ever do any of those things, but they occupy, you know, a neat little part of my mind, and my creative outlet would love to, you know, to participate in seeing wine be delivered, you know, in a more eco-friendly way, in an even cheaper way to consume.
Check out Andrew Murray. This guy's got some great killer juice. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for taking time.